Hello, Geoff here. Today we're going to talk about flares. You know, we have that everyday pain, stiffness and fatigue, and then along mysteriously comes a flare. So I've had flares since 1973. This is my 50th year of flares, and I've had flares in the sacroiliac joints, the neck, the eyes, and periodontitis, flares in the gums, in the teeth. So I do know what it's about. Why are flares important? Because all of us get flares at some time. Not all the time, some of the time, and in some areas of the body, not in all areas of the body. So today we want to think about what we can do when we're going into a flare, when we're in a flare, when we're coming out of a flare, and what we can do to prevent flares. So the first thing to say is that we've been working on Yoga for AS now for quite a few years, and we've got a virtual library with 200 hours of content and over 20 courses, all of which are at different levels. And if you're in flare, you can watch those courses and take from it what you think you can do. So when we're thinking about going to the virtual library and having a look around, what's there? There are 9 courses for the very physical practices. And then there are courses on breathing, meditation, deep relaxation, fatigue, yoga for your necks at 3 different levels, yoga for your SI joints at 3 different levels. And there are loads and loads of free resources as well there. So when we're thinking about going into a flare, a lot of people just wake up one morning and that's it, they're in flare. They don't get any signals. But you know that there are some things sometimes that you do, like, oh, today, I'm going to go for a long walk. It's a lovely sunny day. I'm just going to go, even though I know it's probably going to make my sacroiliitis worse. Well, that's your choice. But it's also your choice in your yoga practice that you can step back a little, ease off. Where you are practicing, say, course 4, you might go back to course 2 until you start to come out of your flare. So when you're in a flare, you might want to withdraw a little bit from the physical practices as well and try some deep relaxation or some yoga for fatigue, some breath work. There are a lot of yoga teachers who say that breath work is as powerful as the physical practices of yoga, the yoga poses that you're probably more familiar with. So head on over to yogaforas.com. There's a mountain of solutions for what to do in flares. Have a look at the blog as well. And there are a few leads there on what you can do. For example, you can go to a NAS group where they have, a lot of them have hydrotherapy pools, and that's really good, that to be in that warm water for an hour and moving about and getting moving when you're in a flare. So there we are, a whole load of solutions. Follow the links in the blog, and most of all, make new friends who have AS. Lots and lots of people are now members of the virtual library and also the live classes. On the live classes, you could, for example, you could be attending the intermediate level class, but you're in a flare. Might be an idea to start again at the beginner's class and do that for a few weeks and then return to your intermediate. Or it may be that 30 minutes yoga in the express class is about all you can manage this week. And then you can go back to your stretch and relax, which is much more restorative yoga and maybe a little bit less challenging physically. So there are lots and lots of options out there in Yoga for AS. Above all, enjoy. Have fun. You can follow up from this class with a free live online class with other people with AS. Plus, watch all the recordings of the classes on catch-up. Plus, a 14-day free trial
to our Yoga for AS virtual library of over 20 pre-recorded courses, which is more than 200 hours of yoga modified for AS. You'll be taken directly to the live classes and the virtual library by following the links in the description below this video. Or you can go straight to our website yogaforas.com and follow the links from there.